Tonight is the announcement of the Light Duelist pack with the first cover card and some support for a deck. So we have Murez on the cover with his pristine Tachyon Dragons. So it looks like we're going to be seeing some Tachyon Dragon support in this set, and I wonder how they're going to do this. But outside of that, let's get into the main beef of the products and the first set of cards revealed being Trickstars. So we have a total of 6 new cards tonight, I believe, and let's get into it. First off, we have Trickstar Beauty. She is a level 2 light fairy effect monster, 1600 attack and 1800 defense. We only have card images for now, so bear with it. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If you control a Trickstar Fusion or Link monster, you could special summon this card from your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard for a Link summon of a Trickstar monster, you can add 1 Trickstar Fusion or Trickstar Defusion from your deck to your hand. Honestly, it's a free extended for Trickstar, being able to summon it if you control a Fusion or a Link, and it being able to grab either your Trickstar Fusions is pretty nice. But let's see what the rest of the support does before we judge the rest. Now let's get into the next one, because we have Trickstar Dramatist. She's a level 6 light fusion fairy effect monster, 2000 attack and 1000 defense. She takes 2 Trickstar monsters, and you can only use the first and third effects of this card's name once per turn. If this card is fusion summoned, you can add a Trickstar card from your deck to your hand that has a different name to the ones you control in your graveyard. Second effect is increase the attack of Trickstar Link monsters that point to this card by 1000, and if either player receives effect damage, you can target one face-up monster on the field, its attacks become 0. So dropping attack is pretty nice, but it doesn't negate anything, so that's a little downside there. Overall, it's a decent fusion monster to summon into. Next up, we have a brand new Link 1, being Trickstar Coli. She is a light fairy Link effect monster, 200 attack and Link's bottom. Materials, 1 non-Link Trickstar monster. You can only special summon Trickstar Coli once per turn, and also you can only use the first effect of cards with this card's name once per turn. When your Trickstar monster destroys your opponent's monster by battle, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one of those destroyed monsters, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's attack. They're really reinforcing this burn damage thing that no one really liked. So realistically, I could see this as a one-of maybe for the deck, while the others could be definite one-ofs and a 3-of. But let's see if anything else redeems it in this whole entire support wave. With all the Light Duelist pack stuff, let's get into the retrain. We have Trickstar Noble Angel. It's a Holly Angel retrain, and she is a light fairy Link effect. Attack 2000, and she points bottom left, and bottom right like normal. You can only use each of the effects, 1, 2, and 3, with cards of this name once per turn. If this card is Link summoned, you can add 1 blue tiers card from your deck to your hand. If a fusion monster is on your field and or in your graveyard, you can target 1 Trickstar monster in your graveyard, special summon it. A Reborn is a Reborn. Hey, that's pretty good. If effect damage is inflicted, you can target 1 face-up card on the field, destroy it. Realistically, it's alright. I'd still rather summon Holly Angel over this. So overall, it's an okay Link. You could summon it out, reborn something, and Link away for something. Yeah, that's pretty useful in certain situations, probably attacking for a game. Reborning Kindina is still pretty good too. Now let's get to the aforementioned Trickstar Defusion. It is a normal trap card, and you can only use each of the following effects, 1 and 2, from cards with this card's name once per turn. You choose one of the following effects out from the 2 effects. You have fusion summon 1 Trickstar Fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing monsters in your graveyard as material, or immediately after this effect resolves, Link summon 1 Trickstar monster. And then the second effect is you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Trickstar monster you control. Your opponent can only select that monster as an attack target this turn. So if you have a big beatstick Trickstar monster on the board, that's all they can slam it into, but most of the time, it's not really gonna do much, maybe, but we shall see what people will come up with this whole entire support wave, as we have one final card to look at. From Angels of Blue Tears, we finally have Maiden of Blue Tears. It is a normal trap card, and you can only use one of the following effects, 1 or 2, from cards with this card's name once per turn, and only once that turn. The first effect is if your opponent special summons a monsters while you control a link monster, target one of those monsters to destroy it, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the original attack. And if either player takes effect damage while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card, then target one normal spell card in your graveyard or banishment, set it to your field but cannot be activated this turn. This card's alright. Being able to inflict damage, probably close out a game, is very nice, but overall, this new support is relatively weaker than I thought, even though we're still missing one card. But I want to know what you all think about this new Trickstar support, because it's definitely very interesting to see Trickstar getting support after so long, since it's been a little bit since the last card that was support was Angel of Blue Tears. But realistically, we haven't seen anything for quite some time. I'm really excited to see what the Tachyon stuff does, but also I wonder what this third archetype is going to be, because we have no hint of what it is. I was hoping the cover card was going to be GX related like Sartorius, but sadly that didn't come to fruition. But if they end up doing Sartorius as the third deck, I could see them doing Luna with Ancient Fairy Dragon as a core set cover card in the future. But anyways, I have been Bolt Spider. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. But anyways, see you all in the next video.